criticize me. I don't really get drunk, but my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Carr. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
As the man left side, Shaheed has it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Carr.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave.
And it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Into the red zone, it's Carr.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Madison. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards
It's on the ground. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Cousins. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Cousins to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they work this out past the 25. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They run with Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Mekhi Blackman gets in for the tackle. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 2nd and 5.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
In motion right is Addison. On 2nd down, this is Madison.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 6.
Off the play fake, Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So Carr departs, and on his Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action. Cousins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. First down, here's Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, They get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. Akers, 75 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He completes it to Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, now Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now Carr again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now is Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum, racing to the end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Carr. He finds his man Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a play fake, Carr. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And the Vikings are going to get this back.
Take a L, then you know raising hell.
This that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna blow, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mop something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita play. I don't need a break. Told my partner crank that to the meter
Like
break.
Mr. P, who want it? No limit, who run it? Dreadhead, cool runners, GMF, good money. New whip, 200, soldiers with me, 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't count on me coming. No, they don't want no problems. These problems gon' be problematic. Don't want no smoke or no static. I don't do no dramatics. Them boys faker than plastic. I tell them jump in the bag, cause I've been in my bag, speeding off in the Jag, yeah.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems.
All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a